right, Dave, thank you so much. Joining us now with perspective on today's attack, Metro Detroit Rabbi Jason Miller, thank you so much for being with us. And Dave kind of brings us to kind of my first question. You guys were already in the Jewish community on a sort of a heightened sense of alert given the situation internationally. Talk to us about what it is like to go into a synagogue for a service or an event in terms of security.
Well, the sad reality is that unfortunately, we're used to having metal detectors, we're used to having armed guards, we're used to having off-duty police officers who are literally there to protect us while we're in our house of prayer. They're there to protect our children while they're in school. And this is a sad reality, but thank God the Temple Israel security team was ready for today. They had been trained, and today could have been a lot worse. So thank God we're having this conversation and not a much worse conversation.
And it's a bit of a tightrope, I would imagine, you know, making this a welcoming place for families, especially in this case, little kids as young as 6 months old, but also kind of fortifying these places of worship to keep it safe. How do you toe that line?
It is so difficult, and it's actually so sad that we see our children, you know, these early childhood center children, these kindergartners going to school. They should be having fun and playing outside. They shouldn't have to be high-fiving armed guards every day when they walk into school. But today it worked out, and the security team was, I can't say enough about them. They saved so many lives, and we're just so grateful to that amazing security team.
And you saw those first responders running towards the danger, not only those security guards, some 30 first responders being treated for smoke inhalation in the wake of all of this. This is why you guys invest so much money in security for this exact region.
You know, the Jewish community, we are so grateful to our Oakland County Sheriff, Sheriff Bouchard, the law enforcement, the first responders. I mean, it was just an absolute sea of vehicles. I mean, all afternoon I heard sirens, you know, going down, and unfortunately we heard sirens, but the response was so quick, and again, it just saved so many lives, Jessica.
Very well said, Rabbi Jason Miller. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.